back to these junk PCs. This one here, which has an MSI board in it. My plan is to keep the motherboard and the RAM, but this case is just kind of junky. I don't know, I may hang on to it as is, but I probably won't because it's really not anything that's too great. So it's possible or probable that I'll take the motherboard out, put that in another project, and then just probably flip this case and this power supply. This is actually a Retail Plus power supply. So, I don't know what its claimed maximum rating is, but it probably can't put out 1/10 of that. I don't know, does it say somewhere? Probably does right there. RP-PS46-465W, so it probably claims 465 watts. I'd be lucky if it can put out 100, would be my guess. These things are insanely flimsy, although the wiring is decent gauge, but don't let looks deceive you. But this Compaq underneath it probably has a little bit of promise, so I think I'm going to turn my attention to it. See if maybe I can get it to work, because it's possible that the only thing that's wrong with this is a memory issue, or perhaps some of this dirt that's all over it is slightly conductive. Alright, there it is with the cover off. Look at that. Look at this. Ick. So this is going to make a pretty impressive dust cloud, I have to say. That's my anticipation anyway. Okay, well, it's not perfect, but it's about 2 billion times better than it was. So, heatsink should actually work now. Not plugged solid with crap. I've pulled out the 2 optical drives and checked them. They're both jumpered for cable select, you can see there. So, that's good. There's nothing wrong there. It's possible that the system's cable select logic doesn't work. I kind of doubt it, but, you know, you never know. It's an OEM system. I'm suspect of this RAM because it's in the leftmost, or sorry, the rightmost slot for some reason. I don't know why. I can try putting it in the other slot, but I think with all the drives pulled, because I also pulled the second ribbon, that would have gone to a hard drive. Because that might also be stuffing it up. It expects to see something there and nothing there, and, you know, the machine locks up as a result. But we can try it now. Of course, that logic would probably also apply to this connection, so I might pull that too. Okay, our faceless wonders here. I'm probably going to want to leave that off because I might need some of these screws. Yeah, these are hard drive screws. So I'll probably need those if I want to put a hard drive in here. I may take them off right away before I put the cover back on and forget. Let's see what it does now. It should have power. Now I get nothing but a bunch of beeping. So that corresponds to a memory problem. Alright. So let's change where that memory is. Okay, take 2. Since it's on digital. I did get a reaction out of the keyboard this time. See if we can get into setup. Or if it's just done exactly the same thing again. I wonder why it's locking up like that. Very odd. Yeah, it has definitely locked up. It's 512 megs of RAM. But it could be screwed up because if you notice, it's missing a heatsink. And it might actually need a heatsink. Yeah. Wonder how hot that chip's getting. If you have an infrared thermometer, I might go grab it. Okay, let's see. How hot is this case? First. About 32, 31. How hot is that chip getting? Not terrible. So I don't know how accurate that really is. I'm gonna touch it. That's probably not smart. Okay, yeah, that's getting pretty hot. So that could be why this isn't functioning. Do have some more tricks up my sleeve, potentially. Let's pull out the battery. Not that it'll make much difference with the system plugged in, but pull out the battery, unplug the machine, discharge the caps, and then I'm probably going to pull... Yeah, I'll go ahead and I'll pull all the expansion cards except for the video and see what happens. Okay, pulled out the PCI expansion. I don't think it's gonna... Well, it won't do anything without power. But I've pulled the battery as well. So this should have tossed all the CMOS settings. We'll see what it does now. Oh! Holy crap. Okay, well, I don't know if it was pulling the battery or what that caused that. Now you can see we got a 2.53 gigahertz Pentium 4. So this might not totally be a lost cause. Although missing that heatsink is probably going to be a bad thing for this in the long run, but you know, you never know. I don't think this has any thermal monitoring or anything like that. Oh, it does. Hardware monitor. Look at that. So that's neat. Alright, well, it does at least do something. So, there you go. I don't think I'm going to keep it, but I am going to put the optical drives back. Okay. Got both optical drives now. That. Pretty neat. That's probably as far as I'm going to take it. Anyway, like I was saying before I was rudely interrupted for like the 16th time while working on this. That's as far as I'm going to take it, because I'm not going to end up keeping this. It's really not worth keeping. I mean, let's face it, it's a Pentium 4 with a 533 megahertz front side bus. Who cares? So, somebody can probably get some use out of it, but that somebody is not going to be me. I do want to check and see if these optical drives actually work while this thing's got power. Well, sort of. Yeah. Both of them work just fine. So, that's neat. Well, that's going to do it for the video.